These are the steps that you take when you want to get from where you are today in your business. Entrepreneurs, just really pertains to you. People who are in the service industry, trainers, whatever field you are. If you offer a service, this is going to really give you more of a streamline to getting to your goal. So, and this is key. Before we get started showing you this plan, there are only 4 steps that you're going to need to take to get you to this point. And one thing that's going to happen is it's not going to confuse you and it won't feel overwhelming. This is how you do it in a simplified manner. Now, before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Eric Bradley, and I've coached businesses. I've owned a business for many years. And what we've found in the world of marketing is this is something you have to commit to. And I've written 29 books basically on how to do these kind of things right. No matter what you're doing, the key is understanding that most people get confused and caught up in the day-to-day confusion of not having their stuff planned out. So I'm going to show you exactly how we scaled and built audiences and retain over 50,000 new people every single month, based on the system that we're about to teach you when it comes down to how to get yourselves to your dream goal and simplify it without having that overwhelming effect on your mindset. All right. So number 1, the first thing we have to do is teach you how to write out a basic plan. One of the first 4 steps is starting. So let's just say your goal is to get to $10,000 a month. Let's say 20, just to give you a higher thought process. Think bigger is the concept behind this entire series. So number 1, we're trying to get to 20K. So how do we do this? It's the exact same thing that you would do when you're figuring out a math problem when you're in school. You know, if you're trying to multiply 2 numbers to get to 15, 10 plus 5. That's exactly how you do this. And don't make it complicated. Keep it simple by having it written down. So number 1 is the plan to get from 0 to $20,000. Now you have to figure out the product or the service. So when I was in the training field, it would be personal training. But as I got further in the training game, I figured out that I could monetize my mind. And there are 3 forms of income that you can make when you're in business. You're an entrepreneur. You can do the earned dollars. You can earn income by physically working with someone physically every single day or as often as you do. That's your job. You're basically a 9-to-5er. What happens is I burn out. Anyone can burn out because you commit so hard to each and every individual. It's almost like one person is your max out, and then you get another one, and then you get another one. So over and over and over, you're maxing your mind out. So that's one form. The second form of income is portfolio income. And that is when you take something, let's just say I take a book and I say, I paid one price for it, but I'm going to sell it for another price, right? So you're trying to multiply your money. It's just like putting your money in the market. You buy something and sell it for something else. All right. So these are the things that a lot of trainers would do. They invest in like bands or, dumbbells or just other little utensils. When you go to a chiropractic office, what you'll see is they always have something that they could upsell you in service-wise. The thing about it is what you're trying to do with portfolio income is really not have to do a lot of work and at least double your money. The third form of income is passive. This is where you use your mind. You invest into something that'll make you money. So for me, it was my system, and I've written it out. I had to write out the books and I had to write out the processes for other coaches and business owners to learn how to go about doing it. And then you would get paid without having to physically be there. All right. So these types of income all circumvent your company. So if you're in business, you want to have each and every one of those things active. Now, that's why you have to be passionate about what you do. And if you are, it'll help wake up with motivation every day. But discipline is the key in business ownership. So the next thing, once you find your product or service, let's just say you decided to choose the coaching service that you're going to give. Why? Because you get to interact with people. That's a good one. So if you're in the training business, or if you're in the entertainment business, music, what you'll do is take this and offer people the method that you got through. How did you get to that point? This is how you map that out, and you create a course for that. And that is something that you can sell. Let's just say your course is $497. All right, let's do the math. $497. Super. It's a good deal for a course that's going to come with the process in which you show people how to get from point A to point B so they can reach their goal. Now, let's just say, for instance, you have people they jumped in, but guess what? They don't really have the consistency and the motivation. So then you offer them coaching. That means you have to be present, so you get paid for your time. So let's just say you're charging $997 to $1,500. I like the $1,500 because the reason why I say this is because most people, they never realize how much energy and time it takes to be coached up. And when you commit to something and you do it like seriously committed to it, what you'll find is individuals have an appreciation for it when they pay for your time. They pay for you to for them to have a place to come and really get back on the right mindset, or get right back in the right mindset. So now you chose this coaching. You have a course, and anyone can make a course. If you're in entertainment, if you play music, you can show someone how you got to where you got to. Now, let's just say you need to have some form of credibility. So if you are credible and you've done what you do for a long enough period of time, then you're positioned to be the expert in that area. So see yourself as that. The next is, now you have to assemble this team. This is number 2 of the 4. The team is going to help you execute more rapidly and stay on point. Now, the people that you'll need in this team are the what we call the power 3. The creator, the person who's the specialist, and the manager. The creator is you. You're the person that's making this paving this way. The person who follows that person is the specialist, and that person makes this real. They can bring it to the market space. So they could be someone who runs ads. They can be someone who's in product development. They can be a person that's a technician. It's like a graphic design person, a person who builds websites or does pages. These are the most important people when it comes down to what you will be selling and who you will be selling it to. They are the refiners of this. And the third person you'll need is someone to play the role of manager. And this person can come in on a basis and manage each one of the projects that you are trying to get up and get off the ground. And what they do is they make sure that it's timely and that you set your goals and you're reaching them. And these are the 3 people. Now, you won't only just need 3 people unless you want to keep it small and very modest. You'll have to multiply those people basically as you grow. And these could be contractors. These don't have to be people that you pay, for permanent employment. Key. Now you got these people in place. Now what you do in phase 3 is you make adjustments and you execute the plan. the service, the plan, each of these all now can be executed so that there's no confusion. You're nailing everything. You're hitting your lines. You're not being pulled off of your focus, your goal, because you have a plan. It's in place. You're executing. You've assembled a team, and all you do now is move forward without looking left and looking right and trying to come up with new stuff all the time. That happens once you nail this. See, the key to get to your first $1 million is having the wherewithal to stay on track with that one product or service and learn the things that really bring the momentum to it. And that's all about consistency and being persistent. Final thing is you hit your goal. You figured out how to get to 20K a month because you had the plan. Now, this concludes the first part of this reverse engineering to get yourself to your highest goal. This will basically just give you the confines of understanding how important it is to have your plan in place. Now, the rest of this is going to concentrate on how to market yourself in all of these different tiers of marketing so that that amazing product or service that you create, that these individuals know exactly how to get to you and you can attract them the right way so that you can have an abundance of customers. You can topple that first goal that you set out and you can reach your highest good. Now, if you want to see the rest of this, all you have to do is simply type course. If this gets you to that place and that headspace that you can actually achieve the goal that you set out for, and that's making the kind of money that you've always wanted to make. That's having something that you can actually teach someone else one day, whether it's your kids, whether it's people that are your family members or friends. These are the steps that the giant moguls of today are using to build their own personal brands. So if you want to see the replay, the full replay, and get this PDF to follow, simply type the word course. Next, maybe you don't want to wait. Maybe you already know you've already tried this before and you know you need some motivation, some coaching up, some hands-on. All you have to do is type the word school and choose Top Trainer Business School so that you have that hands-on help to get you to that highest level and understand the actual framework of doing this so that you can become not just someone who's an entrepreneur, but a superpreneur and master this. If that's you, type the word school, and I'll see you guys soon in the Business School of Boxing. So long.